All right, good morning. The subject, I want to get to it right away because I know sometimes I get critiqued that I take too long to get to the point. So today the point is to tell you really two things, and each thing has three parts. And then I want to show you a slideshow to help you better understand what I do to make money with my art. So the two things I do that each have three parts are I sell my prints, okay, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So there's three parts to that, and the other one is I make money doing three things, which is selling prints, which is the first thing I want to show you, illustrating books, and selling originals. Now, I know if you've been watching the channel for a while, you watch me paint greeting cards, and my main reason for doing these greeting cards, even donuts, my main reason is to give them away. I honestly don't do them with the intent of making money. However, I want to get this other one up here. However, I do make money with the cards because people once in a while buy the originals, but most often they buy the prints. And I've shared with you before, and I'll do it here, that I sell them online through a company called Fine Art America and another company called Redbubble. And I don't know if you've ever heard of this thing called Etsy, but I've tried that. It hasn't worked out for me too much on Etsy, to be honest. But Fine Art America does a good job. And just to show you, now those were the originals. These are some of the prints, and I've shown these before too. I just want to show you how good they come out, how nicely they're printed from Fine Art America. They do not lose any of the color. They duplicate the color exactly as I sent it to them. And if you look in some of my other video, at least one other video, there's a detailed explanation of what I do to format it and all of the above. But that's not the purpose of this video. I want to be quick. I want to make sure that I can provide you with the answers you've been looking for. And I get so many questions about making money with the art. I don't want to distract from the idea that I do art all the time. I don't do it for money all the time. Sometimes it's specifically for money. I'll get into that. Let me not drag myself out. I'll get to the slideshow. The slideshow will be a little bit more relaxed, but I want to kind of rush through the beginning for those of you who are interested quickly in learning. So the three steps to selling the prints. The three steps to selling the prints. Number one, I post the painting on social media. And that doesn't just mean Facebook. It means Facebook groups, other people's Facebook groups, Instagram, LinkedIn. What are the other ones I use? Just drawing a blank. With X, whatever, it used to be Twitter. What's the other one called? Oh my gosh. But anyway, there's many of them, and I don't even know all of them. And you could even do little videos like on TikTok and whatever, just show your art. But I post the painting on social media. That's the first thing I do. It every single time I do it. I hope I put a link to my site. Fine Art America is the one I use the most. But Fine Art America is also pixels.com, and that's an easier name for people to remember for some reason. So I always put my website on everything I post. Okay. And I do sell prints that way. So that's the first thing. The second thing I do is I purchase postcards. You just saw the cards there. Those are the greeting cards, but I don't have any samples of the postcards. But the postcards are like the greeting card, but they don't open up. And it's like a miniature ad. And if I go to an art show, whether I'm showing at the art show or not, I have a nice painting on the front of the postcard, and on the back of the postcard it gives information about my website. I don't really hire myself out to do commissioned artwork. You might want to try and do that. It's another way to make money. It's not the way I do it. To me, I'd rather just paint something I want to paint. I'm too old to worry about commissions, to be honest with you. I just want to paint the stuff I like to paint. And if somebody likes it, they can buy the print or the original. I'll get to that in a second. So I do three things. I post the painting on social media and include the website. I purchase the postcards and hand them out. And then if anybody says, oh, I like that painting, or let me check out his website, then they'll go to the website and order a print or two. And I've had people order 100 of one particular print, like in a postcard size. The third way is I display my artwork anywhere that will allow me. Now listen to this. I'm going to show you in the slideshow that's coming up some of the places, but mostly it's restaurants, banks, loan offices, which are kind of like banks, theater lobbies, especially live theater. If you got a live theater in your town, see if they'll put your art up in the lobby while people are waiting for the play to start. They can look at your art. And then, of course, art galleries. You might have some small art galleries. And if you get involved with art groups, different groups of people who are always enjoying sharing their art, like you all do right now on the Poppa Paints Facebook group. So that's a great way too. That is a gallery in a way. You have instant access to a gallery that shows your art. And then so that's the three ways I make money with the prints. Now the three ways that I make money are, number one, selling the prints, which I just explained, illustrating books. Let me show you. So I've illustrated a number of books, and again, I'm going to go over this a little bit in the slideshow, but basically I just take, I work with a lady named Robin. There's her name, and there's my name. In this particular book, we both get writer credits because we both wrote this one. Yeah, there it goes. So it shows that she and I wrote it, and I illustrated it. Sometimes she wrote the whole book. Sometimes, I think she wrote this whole book. She wrote She Sells Seashells. And let's see, the inside page is where you get the details. Yeah, there you go. So it's written by Robin and illustrated by me. And I'll just show you, I'll just pick a picture. And it's just me, I just illustrate these books. Now, I'm not saying I do them quickly. They don't happen quickly. But it takes a couple of months to do them. Some of the other books are this one, You Count, I Count. These were the ones that we did ourselves. And in the video, I'm going to show you some that I illustrated for other people. And I'll tell you how I do that too. So there's one I love this one. The Sea Turtle Guardian. And this is written by Robin and illustrated by me. It's a beautiful story about how these children save the sea turtles. And it's the sea turtle, so I can find one of the sea turtle itself. Well, there's one underwater. Here's one of the sea turtles underwater. And there's Robin's words. And in this video, I'm not going to show you how we put them together, but I can show you how to do that. I'm kind of pushing myself to go fast because of the one request is to get to the point, and hopefully I just did. Oh, and the third way, let's see. So selling prints, illustrating books, and selling originals. I put selling originals third because that doesn't happen as often as prints. But let me show you some of the prints. And people love them. This is 16 by 20, and it's a print. And on the back, we have a certificate of authenticity so that people feel like they have something pretty unique. And it's signed by me on the front and also on that certificate. So that's one right there of a dog going down the road. I just pulled a few of them out so I can show you. This is another one I did, a young lady swimming in a local river. I just thought it was a beautiful sight and I painted it. Whoops. And again, certificate of authenticity. I truly think that helps. I truly think that helps sell the painting. or the print rather. Let me show you one other one. I like this one because this is a little child sitting in the grassy field, and this is 16 by 20. And if you wonder how I charge or how I price them, there's two ways for that. So I make money selling prints or illustrating books and selling originals. Like I say, originals are the last one and they're the most expensive one. The way I price the originals, I know we've had debates about this, but this is what I do. You don't have to do it this way. I multiply the length by the width, and then I multiply that by $3. So if it's, I don't know, if it's 8 by 10, let's say, easy number. So 8 by 10 is 80 times 3 is 240. So an 8 by 10 original would be $240. Now, what if it's a print? How much do you charge if it's a print? Well, I charge $1 per square inch. Wait, I have to kind of make a caveat here. Is that the word? Those prints that you just saw, I had printed at Walgreens. Believe it or not, they came out beautifully. You can have them printed anywhere. You could even print them yourself if you've got that kind of equipment. So if somebody buys them, like face to face, like at an art show, then I take the dollar amount that I paid Walgreens to print them. So let's say I paid $80 for the print and the frame and everything. And let's say it's an 8 by 10. So that would be 80 square inches. Then I add another $1 per square inch. So if it costs me 80, plus it's 80 square inches and it's $1 a square inch, now the painting is $160. You know, if you're at an art show and you drove to get there, you spent, a few dollars on gas, you might want to add a little bit to that. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. If somebody doesn't want to pay it, don't sell it. Just don't. Just don't. If they want it, they will pay for it. Just like anything else you want. You want a car, you want a house. Maybe the car dealership will knock it down a little bit, but come on. You have to make a living, and I encourage you to be strong about that. Okay, now let's get to the art show. So just to recap before we go to not the art show, the slideshow. Just to recap, I sell my prints by posting on social media, make people aware of who I am and that I exist and that my paintings exist. I purchase postcards to hand out at live things like walking around an art show. And then I display my artwork anywhere that I can, and I want to show you that in the slideshow a little bit. And then I make the money by selling prints, which is the first one in 3 parts, illustrating books, maybe that's interesting to you, and then selling originals. Let's get to the slideshow. So here's part 2 of our video today. Ready? Let's start the show in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so I'm going to try to narrate this because I only have 10 seconds per slide. So that's Robin and me. You Count, I Count was one of our first successful books that we wrote. Here's another one that she and I wrote. It's called The Wildlife Cam. It's just filled with pictures of animals, and it tells the story of 2 children who set up a wildlife cam, and they look at all the animals. This is a Thanksgiving book. It's called The Chanteuse Sleigh Ride, and again, it's a story Robin and I wrote, and I illustrated. Here's one that appealed to our local community. It's called Our Florida Backyard. You might want to consider that if you're doing a book. And I think that's all the books I have to show you. Here is a painting I did for a show. I just wanted to show you an acrylic painting on the easel before I took it off. Fine Art for Ocala, FAFO is what that stands for. And in 2021, Robin and I displayed our art. And that was just the cover of the little presentation. Here's a book cover I did for a lady I don't know, but can I stop this for a second? Just hold on. 1, 2, 3, stop it. Okay. So this was a painting I did for a book cover that had so many requests. This is a lady, Chandel Lowe. I don't know the book. It's called The Serpent Slave, but I had instructions from the publisher. So it did not work with the author. I worked with the publisher, and the publisher worked with Robin. So there was the author, and then the publisher, and then Robin, and then me. Okay, and all I did on this particular book was I did the cover art. I did not do the text on the cover. I did not do the back cover. They did that, and I worked with the publisher through a few different illustrations, sketches, and changes, and different things that they liked and didn't like, and they ended up with this one. All right, let me start it again. 3, 2, 1, start. And I want to show you the next book cover. Okay, hold it. Stop it right there. This is another book cover I did, another author, another book style. And again, it went from the author to the publisher to Robin to me. Okay, so that's how that artwork came about. And as far as how we got paid, when I say we, because it's something Robin and I do together, I do the art, but Robin really runs the business of the illustrating part of it. I don't remember how much we got paid, but you want to work, I'm going to say $1,000. I hope I'm not wrong. Robin would know, but she's sleeping right now. But anyway, it's something like that, I think. I don't know. And it didn't take me that long. Again, this is not a fully illustrated book. This is just a cover. And I worked with the publisher, and the publisher handled everything, as far as the print on the cover and everything else. All right, let me start it again. 3, 2, 1, start again. So that's the book cover for Primary Wisdom. Let me go to another illustration I did that was kind of cool. It's this one. Let me stop it again right here. This was an art show, and that's my art right there, the lady doing the yoga. And it was cool because they had some of my art in the art show, and somehow or other they decided to use the painting I did as the cover for their promotional material. So that was their promotional material. It was 2 years ago. Wow, it's been 2 years already. And I honestly think this was just a blessing from God, because I didn't even try to get any. I didn't even know they were looking for a piece for the cover. So and sometimes it's that way, it's just like something falls in your lap and you just thank God for it. And it's not necessarily that you did a whole lot of work other than the paintings themselves. So I just wanted to show you that, because that's an example of it just happened. All right, let me start it again. 3, 2, 1. There it goes. Hope I can synchronize this with everything. All right. So the next one I want to show you. So this is at the art show. Let me stop here again. Stop it right now. That's Robin right there, by the way. And in that photograph right there, just directly behind Robin, that's another artist's work. My work is the 3 paintings in the frames, plus that little painting right on that piece where the wall comes out. And these are all originals. These are all acrylic on canvas, or the little one is acrylic on like board. Like I bought it. It looked like a fence, a small fence. I bought it at Hobby Lobby, and I painted it. It came out really cool. So, but anyway, the 3 paintings that she's looking at on the right side, all 4 of them actually were plein air, where you set up your easel and you paint. And this was at a gallery on Long Beach Island in New Jersey. All right, let me start it again. Here we go right now. All right. Let's see. Next one is another art show. Oh no, this is the same art show. That's me on the right side, and 2 young ladies looking at the art and asking me questions about the art, which was kind of cool. And as I mentioned, I was not the only artist there. There were others, but every artist was able to talk to the people who were looking at the art. All right, let me start it again. And just a few more from that particular show. And okay, well, that's just me and Robin, and we're standing at the show. Those pieces behind us are not my pieces. Again, there was many artists involved in the show. Here's one of the paintings I did not at the show, but we were staying in the campground, and I took a walk and got a reference photo and painted that. Oh, this is the close-up of the little painting that I just showed you. On the see, it looks like fence posts. That's what it looks like. It's like 4 pieces of wood. There's the plein air painting on the beach where I painted it. Just moments after I finished painting it, Robin took that photo. And I think this is this is the other painting I did on the beach. This is at the north end of Long Beach Island, and then there was a third one I did. This one, and this is me painting in the middle of Long Beach Island somewhere. I don't remember what all these were. Okay, there I am painting the picture, the painting I showed you earlier. And now let's bring it back to another gallery over here. And this is a gallery at a state park. It's called Silver Spring State Park here in Florida. And I was invited to show my art. That's Robin and the lady who was running the show. And they're hanging up the artwork. And again, you know, one of the things about being an artist is that you're not all by yourself. You have to have help, and one of the things I'm not good at is displaying it. So, and that's all my art, and the 2 ladies did such a great job displaying it. And the next picture I'm going to tell you is, let's see, me and Robin and the lady to my. Let me stop there for a second. So that's me on the left, Robin on the right. The woman next to Robin, she is an amazing artist also. And her art was being shown after mine. So mine was up for, I think, 2 months, maybe? 2 months or 6 weeks. And then hers was up next. This lady is Margaret Watts, and she's amazing. And the lady in the turquoise cover, she's a beautiful lady who helped us with all of these things, putting it all together, publicizing it. And one more slide here, and then I'll come back onto the screen. What is this picture? Oh, that's just me and Robin, just at the art show in Silver Spring State Park. All right, let me put the camera back on myself. All right, so that was the slideshow, and I've already made this video 22 minutes long. No painting in today's video. I just wanted to show you the different ways that I have found that make money. Do the things I do make a lot of money? Well, cumulatively, yeah. If you put them all together, yeah. Which one makes the least amount of money? I'll be honest with you, it's the originals. Even though the originals cost the most, and I charge the most for them, it's the prints that make the most money. Absolutely, the prints do. And so again, I will remind you where I make the prints. I can make my own prints and sell them myself, like the ones I just showed you. And you can use Walgreens or Staples or your local print shop or yourself if you have a printer. And then the one I like the most, the one I use the most is Fine Art America. The reason I like that the most is because the prints come out beautifully. We have some hanging up in the house, which I don't want to go out there because it's not even 6 o'clock and Robin's still sleeping. So just keep it quiet. But I'm telling you, they come out beautifully, the prints. And for me, it's really easy. When I mentioned that having help is always a good deal, Fine Art America is my help. Somebody goes to Fine Art America, they say, oh, I like that painting. How much is a print? They can size it themselves, they can frame it themselves, and then when it arrives, it's even guaranteed. So if they don't like it, they can send it back. And guess how much I have to do? Nothing. All I have to do is make sure the art is there. Okay? I hope I haven't been too long-winded. Oh, you know what I wanted to show you real quickly? This thing. What is that? This is Robin's idea. See the little sticky tape on the back? What she did is she took this card, what do you call it? I don't even know what you call that, but you use it in a craft shop. And every painting that was hanging up in the galleries, Robin puts a little thing on there with my name and the name of the painting and the media that I used, and then a little paragraph about the story behind it. Maybe I told her the story, or maybe I wrote something and gave it to her. But that was a nice touch too, to have the painting hanging and having something that people could look at right next to the painting. All right, 25 minutes into a video I wanted to be short, but hopefully the opening part of this video explained how I make money and what I make money with the art. It is a common question. I will have people who want to know more about the equipment I use. I would say use what you have and maybe ask around. Maybe there's somebody who knows more about computers than I ever will. Maybe somebody who knows more about cameras than I ever will. There's somebody who knows more about printing than I ever will. But don't stop dead in your tracks just because you're not sure about the next step. Just keep moving forward, and you will find a good piece of advice is this. Tell yourself today that you're going to do it, and then just keep doing it. You'll be surprised how much progress you will make in 6 months. In a year from now, things could be turning around for you. Just don't stop. Just keep doing it. And then, for the rest of us, for many of you who watch the channel, just paint. Just paint because it relaxes you. Paint because it's a beautiful experience. It's almost like meditation. Just do it for yourself as well as for others. And it's a good thing. You know, the world needs people doing good things. And if I can do my little part, then, I guess I'll sleep at night. All right, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your kind comments. And if you have any questions, I promise I will answer as many as I can. I think I get to all of them. So right now it's not so overwhelming. It was a couple weeks ago. There was a whole lot of them on there. It took me a couple of days to get through them all, but pretty much I can handle them each one day at a time. And don't forget there's a Facebook group if you want to join it. It's facebook.com/groups/Poppa Paints. And my website that I've talked about a few times, and hey, stick to my word. I put my own website on things. I'm going to put it on this video right here, and there it is. Okay? Fine art, Larry-Whitler.pixels.com. I am Poppa. This is Poppa Paints. My real name is Larry Whitler. Okay? Nice to meet you. All right. Have a great day. We'll come back and do some more painting tomorrow. But I really wanted to take the time to answer some of your questions about how I make money with the art. All right. See you later.